Welcome to Aptitude for Placements, and my name is Ranjit. I have conducted this aptitude training program at various engineering colleges all over India, and every year thousands of students get placed by attending this aptitude training program. Here you will find all the questions that are commonly encountered in most of the aptitude tests. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of these tests. So just familiarize yourself with all these questions and you will have a clear advantage when you attempt your actual placement test. Let's start. The passage talks about a famous aviator called Amelia Earhart. She had become famous for becoming the first woman to fly across the Atlantic. In 1937, she attempted to become the first woman to fly around the world. She, along with her navigator, Fred Noonan, they took off from Miami, Florida, and she reached up to a place called New Guinea in the South Pacific. The next day, she was supposed to fly from New Guinea to a place called Howland Island. But nobody has heard about her after she took off. And a lot of people presume that she has died. And an official investigation concluded that their plane had crashed somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. But no remains were found, and things remained like that for a long time. But in 2017, a mysterious photograph was discovered, and on the basis of that photograph, some people think that Earhart and Noonan had survived the crash. A lot of people have investigated what has happened. No one has been able to conclude that Earhart and Noonan had survived the crash. The passage concludes by saying that what has happened to Amelia Earhart is a mystery and it has not yet been solved. Which of the following can be inferred from the passage? Amelia Earhart died in a plane crash. That is a mystery. No one knows what happened, especially after the photograph. Whether she died in the plane crash or whether she survived, no one knows. Amelia Earhart was the first woman to fly across the Atlantic. Yes, that is the right answer. So B is the right answer. That is clearly mentioned in the first line of the passage. Amelia Earhart survived a plane crash. That we cannot say for sure. It is not confirmed. It could be true, may not be true. So C is wrong. Amelia Earhart was married to Fred Noonan. That is not mentioned. So it may or may not be true. So D is also wrong. Correct answer is option B. Amelia Earhart was the first woman to fly across the Atlantic. That is clearly mentioned in the first line of the passage. Which of the following can be inferred about Amelia Earhart's attempt to fly around the world? She had crossed the Pacific Ocean. That is wrong. It is mentioned that she had reached the Pacific Ocean, but it is never mentioned that she had crossed the Pacific Ocean. She was married at that time. Nothing is said about her marriage, so B is also wrong. She took off from Miami, Florida. Yes, that is the right answer. That is clearly mentioned that she took off from Miami, Florida. She was arrested by the Japanese government. That's also wrong. That is, some investigations were going on based on a photograph, and the Japanese government denied that she was detained. So, correct answer is she took off from Miami, Florida, option C. Which of the following can be inferred about Fred Noonan? He survived a plane crash in the Pacific. Now, what happened in the plane crash is a mystery. Whether he survived or not, we do not know. Hence, option A is wrong. He died in a plane crash in the Pacific. Again, it is a mystery. What happened in the plane crash, we do not know. Whether he died or survived, we do not know. So, B is wrong. He was the navigator of Amelia Earhart when she attempted to fly around the world. That is the correct answer. That is mentioned. He was the navigator. So option C is the right answer. He helped Amelia Earhart to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. Now it is mentioned that Amelia Earhart was the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. But at that time, whether Fred Noonan helped her or whether he was the navigator, nothing of that sort is mentioned. So this we cannot infer in this. So D is also wrong. The one that we can infer in is option C. He was the navigator of Amelia Earhart when she attempted to fly around the world. That is true. Hence option C is the right answer. An aviator is someone who flies planes. So that is the right answer. Repairs planes is wrong, takes photographs, drives cars, they are all wrong. An aviator is someone who flies planes, option A. Let me briefly explain how to prepare for your aptitude test. First of all, you need to familiarize yourself with all the questions that have been worked out here. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of the aptitude tests. After that, you need to attempt practice tests. According to me, you need to attempt at least 10 practice tests before your actual placement test. Here, I will be giving you 10 practice tests, and these practice tests will be ideal for you to improve your test scores. The 10 practice tests are available at a cost of only Rs 200. So all that you need to do is make a payment of Rs 200 either through Google Pay or through Phone Pay or through Paytm, and you will receive the 10 practice tests. The details of the payment comes next.